What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we're checking out the Manfrotto Move system. Now I've got a few of the products within that Move system here. We're gonna talk about what it is and why I think it's genuinely really interesting. Now the Move system is kind of like an ecosystem of different products designed to make your life a lot better and easier and make your job quicker when you're out on a shoot. If you're someone who shoots video or a hybrid shooter who shoots video and photo, you know that there are definitely times, and especially when you're changing between different things. So let's say you're shooting on a tripod, then you want to move to a slider, then you want to move to a gimbal, then you want to move to something else, that can be really slow and really frustrating. And especially if you've got a model or you've got talent or you've got clients kind of waiting, that can be a little bit of a slowdown in the process and you can definitely lose momentum. I know I've experienced this a bunch of times. You know, you're shooting on your tripod, for example, you're getting your static shots sorted, and then when they're done, you want to move to the gimbal, but you need, guys, give me 15 minutes. I'm just going to switch everything over. I'm going to dismantle things. I'm going to balance my gimbal. I'm going to do all my bits. And that's just going to take me a little while. You lose that momentum of what's going on in the shoot and you kind of end up getting frustrated. For me, it actually means I don't use gimbals as much as I probably should for shoots. I'll tend to shoot handheld just because I don't want to lose that momentum. The momentum is almost more important to me. So the Move system is designed to kind of cure a lot of those problems. Now there's a lot of different products within the Move system. We have got an actual gimbal here, which is pretty cool in this little kind of suitcase kind of thing, which I actually really like. We've also got things like the Gimboom, which if you're not familiar with that, really cool idea. Essentially it's like a boom pole, but for a gimbal. So it allows you to actually extend your gimbal further away to get really interesting shots. We've got the natural kind of evolution of that, which is to have something like a Gimboom, but then with legs on it as well, just to make your life a lot easier. But the thing I really want to focus on, and the thing at the heart of this whole system, is the Quick Release Catcher. Now, this is really interesting. Now, you're probably familiar with quick release plates, you're probably familiar with the quick release system in general, and they are fantastic, absolutely. But for example, my tripod that I use, my gimbal that I use, they have different plates on them. So yes, they're quick release, but I still have to change everything over. You know, I still then have to rebalance my gimbal if I've been using the tripod and all that kind of stuff. The idea with this is it absolutely mitigates all of that and makes your life just a lot easier. So essentially, this is just an extremely easy to use quick release system. You turn it to the right and the top just pops out like that. You literally just clip it in like that and it's locked in, and you've got then an extra, it's called an X lock, to actually lock it in for even more stability. So you get rid of any kind of micro jitters. If it's on a slider, for example, you kind of really stably lock that camera in place. And I know you're thinking, you've seen quick release plates before. This is nothing that exciting, but this then connects to pretty much any kind of system you want. So it could connect onto the top of a tripod, onto a gimbal, onto a slider, anything you like, great. Super easy, super straightforward. But where this comes in incredibly handy and where this really makes your whole life so much easier is when you have more than one. So I've got two here, but if you had 3 or 4, I mean, you could have as many as you like. You could pop these on top of one on your tripod, one on your gimbal, maybe another one on a slider. And then instead of having to kind of mess around trying to dismantle things, take things apart, rebalance stuff, all that kind of stuff, you would literally just unlock it and then pop this into the other one. As easy as that. So your camera can go straight from the tripod to the gimbal and you're ready to go. Straight from the gimbal to the slider and you're ready to go. And you don't have to kind of mess around with loads of setting up time. If you're someone who uses different products like that on a shoot, you know how valuable that experience is gonna be. That is gonna absolutely not only speed up your workflow, which is great in and of itself, but it's really gonna maintain the momentum through a shoot. This also works for hybrid shooters. So let's say that you're shooting some video and some photo, you want to use 2 different tripod heads. It's really easy to switch between them without having to use different plates. I have obviously a video tripod. I mean, I shoot a lot of videos. I have photographic tripods as well, but they have different plates on them. So being able to just pop this on each one, unclip the camera, pop it onto the other one, done, straight away into shooting photos or vice versa. It just maintains that momentum, and especially when you're working with talent, especially when you're working with clients who aren't necessarily always used to being on camera, momentum is so key to the overall production of what you're doing. For me personally, I'll shoot handheld way more than I otherwise would so that the talent or the client doesn't have to wait for me to actually then change what I'm set up on and then move to a gimbal, and now I need to balance it and I'm gonna need 15, 20 minutes and all that kind of stuff. So I'll just choose to shoot handheld and really try and deal with that in post. But this makes my life a lot easier. There is a lot to really like about the Manfrotto Move system, from the different kind of products, the gimbals, the gimbooms, all the different things that you can check out, right down to the kind of core, the heart of it with the quick release catcher. There is a lot to really like here. So you can check out all of that stuff by following the links down in the description. Go and check them all out because it's a super fun ecosystem to use, especially, like I say, if you go out on kind of productions and shoots and stuff like that with various kind of pieces of equipment. That this is just gonna make your life a lot easier, right? It would just make my life so much easier to have stuff like this. So go and check that all out. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well if you enjoyed the video, because there's new content all the time. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, as always, thanks for watching.